national anthem. Really getting warmed up here, just moments away. We'll be back right after this.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Denver Nuggets at Pepsi Center. Well, for Denver, they come into every game with confidence, and this game is no different. Two elite teams putting each other to the test. A lot on the line in this one. Guys, in the past, shot blockers used to live in the paint. Now you think of a player like Anthony Davis who can smother you inside and out.
Man, I'm really thinking about this early. He can move his feet against pretty much anyone. He's tough to shoot over. An invaluable asset on the offensive end as well as the defensive end. Long arms. That's tough, Shaq.
And I'm glad it's him and not me. I could imagine chasing Kenny around the perimeter.
Oh, that would have been fun.
Tired.
You chase me around the locker room sometime.
Yeah, you talk too much.
Hey, you know what? I had a question, too.
What's that?
This whole thing that we've talked about before, how many people are watching as opposed to how many people are not watching?
Oh, it's a lot of
So
people
here's the
watching.
deal. So if you're watching right now,
Okay.
raise your hand.
Okay.
Okay, people out there, raise your hand if you're
Right.
watching.
Okay.
Now, if you're not watching, raise your hand. See?
You can't see the people.
Nobody's not watching.
You can't see the people not watching.
I rest my case, Counselor.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us. Here's
The
Kevin
case
Harlan.
versus Ernie versus Kenny. Ernie wins.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Denver Nuggets here at Pepsi Center. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. DA, take it away.
We all witnessed the Nuggets making a big leap last season. Coach Mike Malone said, when you miss the playoffs 2 years in a row and your defense is bottom 5, something's got to give. Our guys deserve all the credit. We didn't come up with a grand master plan. We do what we do, but harder, better, and for longer stretches. Evan?
Just putting in the extra work. All right, thanks, David. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. Then on Friday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And looking at that Timberwolves matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Caldwell Pope out there with Davis, and it's McGee in at the center. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. The backcourt is Murray and Harris, and it's Barton in at the 3.
So many finishers on this Denver Nugget team and a great second unit that comes in and changes the pace. It's the passing that really helps that Denver Nugget offense get into a flow and make them very difficult to guard. Not a surprise they were second in assists last year.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points on the ballgame. And stolen by Murray. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And slam dunk by Harris.
And Gary Harris sprints out in transition there and puts himself in the best position possible to complete that shot.
And Brent, will you take a look at the Nuggets? Almost as if every bucket comes from that extra pass.
Yeah, the team was in the middle of the road last year in terms of their made threes, but second in threes that were assisted on. So ball movement imperative to the success of their offense. And of course, we know it kind of starts there with that point center in Jokic.
Here's Murray following the basket by Anthony Davis. Millsap kicks to Jokic. Five to shoot. Here's Barton. Doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, and they didn't get like blown out in that game, but it felt deflating and it felt like they got crushed. They could not get anything going no matter who they had out on the court.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
You take a look at Anthony Davis and his frame and think about his rookie year coming in so thin and moved around a lot by bigger, stronger players in the post. No longer the case, as he's put on a ton of muscle to that frame and continues to grow in the strength area along with his confidence. That's helped him out a lot.
And the first one at the line is good. And after just one season at Kentucky, the slight build of Davis was a concern in the NBA. And the question was, would his body hold up?
Well, he's answering the question to some degree, Kevin, knowing that it wasn't a one-year process to get stronger and to put on that kind of weight. That just comes with physical maturity. Anthony Davis doing a better job of avoiding places where he might get injured, expanding his game to the perimeter, and hopefully some of those things pay off for his longevity for his career.
Now here's Murray. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And Jokic wide open. He shoots.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Pass to LeBron. And stolen by Barton. And oh, here we go. Harris, nobody back. And slam dunk by Harris.
And some nice instincts shown on the defensive end from Barton to get that one started. Comes away with the steal thanks to that effort.
James looking around. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
How much fun is it to watch this guy when he's on one like this? Loves to attack the rim.
Now Murray. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to James. Now here is McGee. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's James. Here's Davis, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
Just another example of what makes Anthony Davis such a great rebounder, size and athleticism, but you combine that with his anticipation, and he gets a lot of secondary opportunity.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Lakers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Green, bounce pass. James, the pass to Green, and the shot is good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Long season, Brent, halfway through. Some teams try to create camaraderie, team dinners and team trips, and I would think that would help.
Well, that helps with your personal savings. You're not spending.
Absolutely,
you're not spending your per diem.
No per diem spend.
Well, there's a tremendous article that was written last year about what it is that Greg Popovich created in San Antonio. Funny thing, when that article came out about the Spurs dinner culture, I had people that were calling me up going, "You should read this," and I said, "Read it. I lived it."
I'm right in the middle of it.
Are you kidding me? But absolutely, time like that, time where you have conversation, time in front of one another, where you learn about, hopefully you're learning about the vulnerabilities of your teammate, because in the end, that's what ends up making you stronger. So I think those kind of things help immensely. He's going to keep shooting. They've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Now here is Harris. He's coming off a 25-point game against Sacramento.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
Bucket is good.
A nice take from Gary Harris on the drive. No one getting in front of him there.
Murray against James, and Davis throws it down.
Great work by the team there to find AD. They make eye contact, and the rest of that is history.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Out to the right wing. Millsap looking it over. Harris inside the line. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. That's now 8 points for Gary Harris.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game.
And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. Green up on top with the shot.
And the defense from Millsap definitely has an impact on the trajectory of that one.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, always disappointing when you allow a team to come back. But as we all know, no lead is safe in the NBA.
And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for LeBron.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Now here's Barton. 14 points from him the last game against Sacramento. Here's the pass to Harris. Clock at 6. McGee with the block. And here is Green. 8 points his last outing, and Davis gets it to go.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Barton passes to Jokic. Outside for Murray. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I saw a green light there, Kevin. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse. All the
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul. And the Nuggets with some changes. Plumlee comes in for Jokic. And it's Torrey Craig in for Harris. And the Lakers also making a change. Howard's checked in. Passes it to Murray. Got a piece of it. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer, Barton. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
off-season work and shooting the basketball paying off for Barton there. This guy you have to keep your eye on if he gets the ball around the arc.
James outside. Caldwell Pope dishes to Davis. It's James atop the key. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, how about LeBron reading the defense, waiting and being patient there until the gap opened up to deliver.
Now here's Murray. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Millsap finds Barton. Now Murray. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Here's Millsap. And Davis sends it back.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena. Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim, that time on display.
And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Pass to Davis. Howard trying to free himself up. Good work defensively by Millsap.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Martin passes to Murray. Millsap trying to get open, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Talk about players who are X factors for their team, and for the Nuggets, Jamal Murray is one of those guys. He is a guy that once he gets going, feels like the team can become unbeatable.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. As you said, Brent, a hot Jamal Murray can take over a game.
Big-time investment from the Nuggets this offseason in what Jamal Murray is to them now, but what he can be in the future. And I think right now what he's looking to be is as consistent as he possibly can be, night in and night out, to prepare this team each season to play its best basketball in the postseason.
At the number of trades now starting to involve stars, feels like the league's power balance is always shifting to some degree.
Yeah, and I think organizations that are trying to stay ahead of the trend, Kevin, might think about, we might have a star for just 2 years. How can we get the next one? Backside of that, Kevin, is a lot of these star players are signing deals that are not extending to 4, 5, 6 years. You can't even do that anymore. So you get a guy for a couple years. What he wants to do is maximize his earning potential for 1 or 2 seasons, become a free agent again, and then look around the league where opportunities not only to win, but to also cash in. That's what's happening in today's game.
And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Beasley's checked in for Jamal Murray. Here's Grant. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Here is Cook, covered by Morris. Caruso, no good. The Nuggets trail by 9. Beasley right side. Morris outside, and there's the defensive 3-second call. The Nuggets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And in terms of team members, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
One shot.
The free throw drops in for Beasley. Plumlee with it. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Pass to Cook. Howard at the elbow. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Here's Beasley following the basket by Anthony Davis. 6 to shoot. Morris outside. And a miss there on the triple. Los Angeles leading by 10. Caruso kicks to Howard. The pass to Caruso. The dish to Davis. And they double up Davis. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Ball's knocked loose. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Davis. Second in blocks, 7th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And as you said, one rung below the leader in block shots. Tremendous motor. He's simply been destroying opponents in the lane. Now, here is Morris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
I got him.
Beasley outside.
Hey, yo, look at the clock.
Passes it to Morris. And again, Denver no good. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. 10-point lead. And going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
And guys, this first meeting always sort of sets the tone for how the rest of the season series will play out. For teams that know each other this well, this initial game is a big one.
Now, here is Morris. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. Kuzma against Morris. Softly drops in the floater. Morris has got it back down to within single digits for Denver. Cook looking it over for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Lakers lead by 8. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
And here is Los Angeles now. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Anthony Davis. That's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Howard. And it's Caruso in at the 2 guard.
Well, Coach Mike Malone has grown up with this young Nuggets team. He says that he believes in the youth of this team.
Well, the future is so bright for the Denver Nuggets, and really where you have to give Mike Malone a ton of credit is when they made the decision between their 2 bigs, Jokic and Nurkic, sticking with Jokic and then changing their entire offensive style to play from a point center position. It has paid huge dividends. I like it when AD starts to step on the gas pedal offensively. He starts to feel like nobody can stop him, and he very well might be right.
Here's Craig, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Now here's Plumlee. His last outing, he had 8 points. Back to Morris. Pass to Craig. Shot clock at 6. Beasley for 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And here's Rondo. Denver able to drain the 3. Caruso, the pass to Howard. Here's Rondo, and it's denied. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. A different look for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee, and Harris subbed in for Torrey Craig. The Nuggets trail by 9. Morris passes to Jokic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Dwight Howard.
What a find by the Denver Nuggets. No hype really around Jokic coming into the league. And now he's a star player here in Denver, franchise player here in Denver, and a heart of a team that's got a tremendous amount of potential in the next couple of seasons. Jokic heading up this offense and shouldering the load.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Jokic. And with Jokic, he was a second-round pick for the Nuggets back in 2014.
You think about the decision that was made between Jokic and Nurkic and how it is that the team felt like Jokic could grow if Nurkic moved on, which he did to Portland. And now all of a sudden the offense takes off under Jokic, a playmaking 5 that opens up a lot of cutting opportunities. And I know this young nucleus is going to do some great things in the future, mostly behind what Jokic has provided this organization.
Now here's Rondo. No points in the game yet for him. To the middle, here's Davis. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And the Lakers lead by 9.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. You know, Greg, Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
And the second free throw, good.
Well, it's interesting when Jokic was playing with Nurkic and they cleared the room for Jokic to take over at the center position. He's taken on that responsibility. He's taken on the star role. He's accepting it and excelling at it.
That one goes in. Kuzma's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now, here is Morris. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here is Davis. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
It's good. Kuzma's got 9.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Morris against Rondo. Morris kicks to Beasley. Harris trying to get free. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Beasley. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Lakers. Up on the layup. Rondo's got his first points of the game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Morris against Rondo. The Lakers with the rebound.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Now here's Rondo. Howard wide open. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Morris outside. He feeds it to Grant. Just 5 on the clock. Beasley for 3. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And Grant sends it back.
A skilled shot blocker, Grant coming over and is so quick off the floor, swats that one out.
Beasley, the pass to Grant. Back to Beasley. Davis against Harris. And the wide open shot from Morris. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Is continuing to develop an overall game that was evident coming into the league. Gary Harris getting better at spotting the open man.
The wide open look here for Kuzma. The Lakers rebound. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Lakers shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Paul Millsap is checked in for Grant. Will Barton comes in for Malik Beasley. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris.
Anthony Davis, the #1 overall pick back in 2012, a perennial all-star, 6 of his 7 seasons in New Orleans with the Pelicans, where he averaged over 20 points per game. He is a superstar and one of the more rare birds in the league at his position to be able to do what he does.
And Brent, you look at the different ways that Davis can affect a game. What stands out to you most?
Well, really his skill level. There's a lot of talk about how much he's grown as a shooter and playing in the half court. But since he's come into the league, Kevin, the skill that I admire most about AD is what he does in transition. For him to get out on the break, run and be a target, and catch the ball at any position on the floor and know what to do with it, that's an amazing thing for a guy his size.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at Los Angeles. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, Denver, 2.5 games back.
And when I look at Denver, they've got their sights set pretty darn high right now. After what they've done this season, their goal is nothing short of a title.
A massive amount of confidence, tremendous swagger with this team, and they believe in themselves. That might be all it takes to get them where they want to go.
Lakers leading by 9. Here's Caldwell Pope, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
The alley-oop play, Brent, fan favorite. We love it as broadcasters. Who are some of the best lob partners in the game now?
Well, I think the last 2 years, might be 3 years, that the best combination has been down in Houston with James Harden coming off and finding Clint Capella at the rim and seemingly throwing it just about anywhere. What I'm curious about is in this year's combination in New Orleans and who it's going to be. Is it going to be Drew Holiday? Because on the back end
the
of
other
that,
end of it,
Zion Williamson probably would be pretty fun to put on this list.
Oh, my goodness. Now here's teardrop shot, and Davis sends it back.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And the bright lights of L.A. perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
First one falls for him.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
off on the second. There are many players now signing shorter contracts in free agency. You've talked about this a lot. Does it make it harder or easier for the super teams?
Well, I think it makes it easier because all of a sudden a star player from another team becomes available that you could latch him on to somewhere else.
Any examples you could throw out there?
I don't want to get into the specifics.
Okay,
of it.
I understand.
I think we've seen it over the past 3 or 4 years with some of our star guys. And
yes.
I don't fault them because they're getting smarter. Players are a lot smarter about what it is that they can do with having the very few times, Kevin, that you have a say in your career as to where it is that you're going to play. And more importantly, the potential for what it is that financially you can make.
And playing for a championship.
For a championship, for potentially the opportunity to play with somebody who you've always thought you could either elevate their play or they could elevate yours. This is not going away anytime soon. Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's LeBron. He's coming off a 25-point game against Dallas.
And also in that one, he had the opposition on pins and needles on the defensive end of the floor, recording 4 steals that night on his way to an overall stellar game.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. The first one falls.
And it's the all-around game of LeBron James. Dominant scorer, great rebounder, incredible passer, and an intense defender when he wants to be.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. Quinn Cook comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Nuggets trail by 13. Murray outside. Shoots the 3. The offensive rebound. And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, the Lakers. Pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, Jokic is big, Jokic is long, and he does a great job there of corralling that ball and taking advantage of his length.
Now here's LeBron, and the shot goes in. LeBron's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Murray for 3. Here's Barton. And James with some nice D. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Los Angeles. It's a 13-point game.
Nice to see LeBron have a straight line drive. Somebody fell asleep there.
Murray kicks to Harris. 3-pointer, Barton. Rebound by McGee.
And just not able to find the target from 3-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down 1 in the first. And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
There's the lob to the hoop, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Murray finds Jokic. Fires it up. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. Jokic has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Jokic and body control. Hey, years ago we wouldn't have said that. I'm saying it now.
The drive by LeBron. And it's Denver with the rebound.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Lakers leading by 15. Here's Caldwell Pope. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. free throw good from Caldwell Pope. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Denver. And Caldwell Pope drops them both. The Nuggets trail by 17. To the inside. And Jokic slams it in.
Jokic feeling it. Not much the D can do right now. He's in a great rhythm and is exploding offensively.
Cook, the pass to LeBron. Here's McGee. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the right side. 1:39 left now here in the second. To the paint. Here's Millsap. McGee with the block. LeBron James on the wing. He drains the quick shot. James has got 11 points in the quarter.
Like seeing LeBron go straight up with that shot. The catch and release almost instantaneous that time.
Now Murray. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Green finds Caldwell Pope. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Great block from Millsap, sending that one back.
And they pick up 2. And it's 6 points for Jamal Murray.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage. Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
And there's the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Denver making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in. .36 seconds left in the first half of the game. And he banks in the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Caldwell Pope outside. Dishes to LeBron. The high shot. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Now here's Murray. 6 points for him. Fires for 3. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Los Angeles on top, leading by 17. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Mike Malone. Things got away from you guys in the first half. What happened out there?
Transition baskets, offensive rebounds, 2 of the areas that we knew coming into this game that we had to control. There's no sense of urgency right now. We're just shooting the ball. We're waiting to get back, and they're getting easy runouts.
A lot to clean up, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 23 points, 2 block shots, and 11 rebounds. The first 2 quarters tonight looked a lot like what we saw from him in his last game. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
High basketball IQ, something Anthony Davis doesn't always get enough credit for. He repeatedly makes the right decisions on both ends of the floor. Not many big men can control the game the way he does.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 17-point lead, their biggest. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. The Nuggets shooting the ball at 42%.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
Here's LeBron. Gary Harris making his last shot, and that one's good. James.
When covered, LeBron James is one of the best shot makers in the history of the league, especially when he gets that close.
Millsap in the corner. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Lakers. Caldwell Pope's got his 6th rebound on the night. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
LeBron against Millsap. Over Millsap, trying to get open as Davis. James misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Harris dishes to Murray. Looking to get back on track here. Millsap kicks to Jokic. No good from outside. Lakers leading by 16. Green deciding where to go with it. He dishes it to LeBron. Right side Davis. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got his 6th assist on the night.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Now here's Murray. He has 6, and Jokic slams it in.
Murray right there, when he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Outside, Green. He kicks it to Caldwell Pope. Davis against Murray. Davis, the pass to Green. And Green slams it in.
Oh, you know Davis, and he knows, is going to draw the attention of multiple defenders, and that time connects with a teammate to get it done.
Now here's Barton. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Takes a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Barton's got 6.
You can't just set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
It's Barton on the wing. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Down low, here's Davis. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Barton kicks to Murray. Inside. Fader on the way. The shot misses, so the Lakers will take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Green against Harris. The 19-foot shot. And Davis can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail by 15. Martin with it. He's picked up by James. Jokic, no good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize and continue to be aggressive.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Jokic. Malik Beasley comes in for Will Barton. And Morris subbed in for Gary Harris. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Caldwell Pope. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for LeBron. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Shooting two.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
And so Rondo hits both free throws. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 14. Next step for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. And that'll be game one of a 4-game road trip. Now here's Murray. He's got 8. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Murray. Morris has got 10.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Murray against Rondo. Murray with the defensive effort. Denver's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Floats one up. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Right side, Rondo. The dish now to Howard. Back to Rondo. 6 on the shot clock. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Now you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find them.
And here is Morris. He's got 10. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. Plumlee, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. Here's Morris. And Davis sends it back. Rondo with the ball. Passes to Caruso. Kuzma outside. Now Howard. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Davis. On target from 13 feet.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Denver calls timeout.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Denver.
And how about the numbers here for Rondo? He's averaging 8 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he is in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
Here's Craig. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And they double up Davis, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Nuggets now. The Nuggets trail by 15. Morris passes to Plumlee. Back to Morris. And Davis pulls it down. For Los Angeles, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14.
And positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Kuzma. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
Quinn Cook's checked in for the Lakers. Both good from the line that time.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Here's Morris. He feeds it to Plumlee. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, that reach of Dwight Howard's is so impressive. A dominant shot blocker and a tremendous athlete.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw off from Cook. Davis. They shoot again, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. In third, the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long, so that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
I just wonder for teams that are playing against Anthony Davis, 48 minutes of that kind of length out on the floor, he just becomes an imposing player defensively.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Pass to Plumlee. Here's Craig. He's guarded by Howard. Here's Craig. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Morris, no good.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection. And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Plumlee trying to break loose. No good from Beasley. Lakers leading by 23. Kuzma passes to Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
And no answer for Dwight Howard that deep inside the paint, always looking to throw it down.
Denver's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Now, here is Morris. He's got 10. Feeds it to Plumlee. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And here's Los Angeles. Rondo dishes to Davis. To the paint. Here's Cook. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Cook's got his second basket of the night.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Morris outside. No good again that time.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The floater. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here is Cook. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Another shot. Reverses. Howard kicks to Davis. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
For Denver, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. And that one misses. James checked in for Los Angeles. And he sinks the second. .125 left in the third quarter. Cook, the pass to James. And it's good. He's made 2 for every 1 he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
Yeah, just making his way through every part of that defense. Drives in, gets contact.
Now, here is Morris. He's got 10. There's 57 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Here is Cook, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Gary Harris is checked in for Denver. Will Barton comes in for Morris. The Lakers also with a sub. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Denver's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Grant outside. 34 seconds left in the third. Plumlee against Howard. Shot clock at 5. They get it back. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, both the size and athleticism helped Plumlee to carve out some space down there to rip down the rebound.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Denver making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. The Lakers also making some changes. JaVale McGee comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Green in for Kyle Kuzma. That's good from Plumlee. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Plumlee with the steal. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And another miss by Denver. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's off. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Lakers on top, running away with it. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. They've got JaVale McGee, Cook out there with Jared Dudley, and it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 spot. Now here's Porter. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Horton Tucker, the pass to Daniels. Right wing. Here's Cook. And too long on the shot. And for the Nuggets, their shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Here's Craig. He's covered by Daniels. Here's Hernan Gomez. A rebound by the Lakers.
Yeah, I have no idea why he went with the fadeaway there. The defense was nowhere near him, and he should have just kept it simple.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. McGee dishes to Cook. 5 on the clock. No good. Shot missing.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Porter kicks to Craig. McGee with the block. And they're able to recover. The shot's good from Plumlee. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Pass to Daniels. Back to Cook. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That's his first foul. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Denver passing it around. And they call an illegal screen here.
The second half hasn't gone nearly as well for him. He'd only had one before the break in terms of turnovers, but that number's growing as this game progresses.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. And Los Angeles guys shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. And the Lakers call time here. Ray, you know, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional career. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
Now the pass to Horton Tucker. Daniels from outside. And again, no good by the Lakers. Here's McGee. Cans the 12-footer.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Murray. Releases. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here is Dudley, following the score by Jamal Murray. Daniel, Porter with a block.
And you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's gonna block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Now here's Murray. When it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is that in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star player with the team. And so that needs to be fixed and fixed immediately.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I am the media.
You are the media, Kevin.
Strike that. Let's rewind.
Can we delete that?
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there, just a gifted scorer.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Kicks it out to James. Clock at 6. Poked away. It's stolen by Harris. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. And the rejection by LeBron.
Well, LeBron using his big mitts there comes in handy on defense, getting up there to spike that one away.
And it's Denver with the rebound. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Barton outside. LeBron with some nice D.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
The trail by 21. To the inside. And Millsap slams it in.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Plumlee trying to break loose.
You've got to be aggressive in this league when you're close to the basket. This time it was Gary Harris, full throttle.
And one thing you have to love about Gary Harris, the way he can explode to the rim.
And Harris is a natural scorer from all parts of the floor, but he can just rocket himself for dunks you aren't used to seeing from players of his size and stature.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Brent, not many can deny that Gary Harris is an absolute pest on the defensive end.
Yeah, pretty relentless on that end of the floor. Defensively, he's rugged and tough, and he can cover a lot of ground with that lateral quickness.
Jokic has checked in for Denver. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Danny Green, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And Harris drops them both.
There are times when you tune in and you watch Gary Harris play and you say, that guy is an offensive juggernaut at times, and the one thing that he struggled with is health, and so we're all wishing for an 82-game season out of one Gary Harris.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Murray surveying the D. And Davis sends it back. Here's Caldwell Pope, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And sweet drive there. KCP, a smooth operator with terrific straight line speed.
Harris outside. Jokic kicks to Barton. Passes it to Harris. Pass to Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss. Lakers leading by 23. They double him with Jokic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Great understanding by Davis to sense the foul coming, but also get the shot off as well.
You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened and what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple years is forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time, and that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue and continue to grow.
Good on the second free throw. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Poked loose. Kicks it to Barton. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Jokic. Unloads. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Davis, the pass to LeBron. McGee in the high post. And on the shot that sends him to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Brent, with advanced analytics becoming commonplace in the NBA, which stats do you personally hold most valuable?
Well, it's amazing to talk about effective field goal percentage. I laugh a lot about...
Which is everything shooting. Free throws.
Yeah, well, I like to use true shooting percentage, Kevin, because that's where you adopt 3-point shooting percentage, 2-point shooting percentage, and your free throw percentage.
Everything.
But in talking to a lot of people around the league, general managers and coaches, I laugh inside to myself a little bit like, oh, so now shooting's important? Like what? Like now shooting's important around the league?
Right.
As if, the time that you go out to start playing basketball, you grab a ball, you go towards the goal, and your goal is to make the shot. And so we're talking so much more about how much shooting is valued. Effective field goal percentage is tremendous, with true shooting percentage being not far behind.
And he makes the first.
It was a terrific sophomore season for Monte Morris, one of the best assist-to-turnover ratio guys in the league. The former Iowa State Cyclone got a lot of rotation minutes and was huge in the playoffs as he came in as a spark plug off the bench.
And Morris drops them both. And for Morris, Brent, a great success story on a two-way contract player.
Yeah, you got to give credit to the Nuggets and the way that they operated their G League team and the way that Monte Morris was able to develop with a lot of minutes there and then come in and be an impact player. More and more teams being conscientious of how they're using the G League. Monte Morris, a success story from that sort of production.
Here's Jokic, following the basket by JaVale McGee. Jokic finds Morris. Kicks it out to Beasley. Rebounded by Dudley.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
The Nuggets shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Morris against Dudley. The floater. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Beasley, the pass to Jokic. That one falls. Jokic has got 20.
Yeah, the inside game of Jokic continues to improve, adept at using that big body, finding an angle, and taking advantage.
Here is Daniels. The pass to Kuzma. That shot off the mark, and the Nuggets going the other way. And Beasley, here we go. He gets it in there.
It would take some very special defense to stop him once he gets that close to the bucket, and they weren't special that time.
Now here's Rondo. Pass to Kuzma. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, do we? From the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana for the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career. now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, Kevin.
Not in today's
Not in
NBA.
today's game, and
Today's
not with what's at stake.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Dudley. Green comes in for Troy Daniels. And James subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's LeBron following the miss by Jokic. Outside for Caldwell-Pope. They double him with Jokic. Pass to LeBron. Barton with some nice D. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. On the wing, Harris. The Nuggets with another miss. Lakers leading by 22. James outside. Pass to Kuzma. Over Harris. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And that's 15 points for Kyle Kuzma.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Davis.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Vanderbilt's checked in. Hernan Gomez comes in for Paul Millsap. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Will Barton. And it's Torrey Craig in for Harris.
One shot.
The free throw off from McGee. And Denver has possession. Down low, here's Vanderbilt. Rebounded by McGee.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Here's Horton Tucker. McGee trying to break free. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Wide open look here for Murray. A rebound by the Lakers. Here is Cook. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. AD, it looked like you guys were having some fun out there. Is there a new dynamic coming up offensively?
No, we just don't care who scored the ball. You know, the ball movement was great. Everybody rebounding and talking. So when we play like that, it's fun to watch. You know, and everybody out there having fun, smiling, a lot of emotion. That's all we asked. That's all coach asked for, and we did that tonight.
Good win tonight, AD. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.